Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to Sketch School of Art and Creativity. I hope that all of you are doing well. So in today's video, we are going to solve a question which came in the UCEED examination in the year 2021. Now all the other years 2023, 2022 and 2020, I have already uploaded the solution videos for them. So after watching this video, you have to go to the other videos and you have to see those solutions as well, because in every video I try to tell you different things, not the same thing. Okay, now guys, I have also seen some solution videos. I think I've seen some videos or images on Google, I don't remember well, but all the solutions that I have seen for this question on YouTube or Google, I think that they are more memory based. They are different than what I had in my mind, because my solution is going to be very technical. It is going to be 1 point perspective based, which is more easier to make and which is more scoring, and obviously it looks more aesthetic as well. So comment करके जरूर बताना कि आपको ये solution कैसा लगा, because it is going to be a different solution that you're going to see today. Also guys, I have seen many students who are preparing from YouTube for the design entrance examinations, and I must tell you that if you want to crack the design entrance examination, YouTube is not the best platform for you to prepare for, because firstly I have not seen any channel who is technically giving you the right information to crack the drawing part, because drawing part, as I have already told in earlier videos, has two ways to learn. First is practice and practice, and second is technically learning all the concepts, which will allow you to learn the entire drawing part in very less time, and it will give you perfect sketches, right? तो अगर आप technically drawing को नहीं सीखोगे तो आप perfect sketches examination में imagination से नहीं बना के आ पाओगे, ठीक है? तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप YouTube से प्रिपरेशन अपनी ना करें, और अगर आप कर भी रहे हैं तो आप ये ज़रूर सोच के चलें कि आपके चांसेस बहुत मिनिमल है एग्ज़ाम को क्रैक करने के, और अगर आपने कर भी लिया क्रैक तो बस ये सोचो कि बस कर ही लिया, क्योंकि इट इज़ वेरी रेयर दैट एनी स्टूडेंट इज प्रिपेयरिंग फ्रॉम यूट्यूब इज एबल टू क्रैक द एग्जामिनेशन. क्योंकि देखो, इन्फॉर्मेशन ना बहुत सारी है, कौन सी सही है कौन सी गलत है आपको नहीं पता. एवरीबडी इज टेलिंग देयर ओन थिंग, एंड व्हाट टू फॉलो, हु टू ट्रस्ट, हु टू नॉट ट्रस्ट, यू डोंट नो. तो आपका बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है, प्लस सही इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको नहीं मिल पाती, आप गलत डायरेक्शन में ही जाते रहते हो और आपको लगता है कि आप बहुत हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हो. तो इस चीज़ से बचने के लिए डेफिनेटली डू इनरोल फॉर माई फ्री लाइव डेमो क्लासेस, बिकॉज यहाँ पे मैं इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में डिटेल में डिस्कस करूंगी, दैट हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन, व्हाट आर द स्ट्रैटेजीज दैट यू शुड फॉलो, व्हाट इज द सिलेबस दैट यू शुड फॉलो, कैसे पढ़ना है कैसे नहीं पढ़ना है, कितना टाइम देना है, बिकॉज ऑल आवर क्लासेज आर हेल्ड बिटवीन 8 PM to 10 PM इन द इवनिंग. सो इवन आफ्टर स्कूल्स एंड ट्यूशंस इट इज़ वेरी इजीली मैनेजेबल. पहले के टाइम में पता है लोग 11th-12th में एंट्रेंस की प्रिपरेशन डिज़ाइन की नहीं करते थे, क्योंकि उनके पास टाइम नहीं होता था करने के लिए, क्योंकि उनको जाना पड़ेगा. तो काफ़ी बच्चे मैंने देखा है जो इस रीज़न से एंट्रेंस प्रिपरेशन ड्रॉप करके करते हैं. बट अब ऐसी ज़रूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज नाउ यू हैव ऑनलाइन क्लासेस जहाँ पे आप घर पे बैठ के टॉप इंस्ट्रक्टर्स से, इंडिया के टॉप एजुकेटर्स से सीखो, और वो भी इतना अच्छे से सीखो कि आपको, क्योंकि ना लाइव क्लास में आपको स्क्रीन दिखती है, उसमें जो भी आपको स्केच दिख रहा है वो एकदम HD क्वालिटी में दिखता है, और आपसे इंडिविजुअल इंटरेक्शन भी रहती है. सो इट इज़ मच बेटर देन ऑफलाइन क्लासेस. प्लस इट इज़ वेरी ईजियर टू अटेंड दी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस, क्योंकि आपको कहीं जाना नहीं है, कोई एग्जर्शन नहीं होता, आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट बहुत अच्छे से हो जाएगा. तो मैं इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में डिटेल में आपसे बात करूंगी इन माई फ्री लाइव डेमो क्लासेस. यू हैव 2 options to enroll for my free live demo classes. First, you can book from our website. The link is in the description. Just open the website. वहीं पे आपको book a free demo class का बटन दिख जाएगा. Second, that you can call or WhatsApp us on the number which is 8882908615, also visible on the screen. तो ये 2 ऑप्शंस हैं आपके पास. किसी भी तरीके से अपना फ्री डेमो क्लास को बुक करो मेरे साथ, और डिटेल में हम इस चीज़ के बारे में बात करते हैं. Okay guys, so now let's read the question and start solving it. So the question says that you are sitting in a well-ventilated drawing room. It is 9 in the morning and sunlight is streaming through the window on the east, casting shadows on the floor. So I believe that you have to make the windows and everything on the east side of the sketch, like on the right side. Okay, the cat is resting on one of the sunlit patches. तो यहाँ पे आपको shadows का ध्यान रखना है, because sunlit कोई patch होगा तो वहाँ पे shadow बहुत strong और बहुत अच्छे से पड़ेगी, ठीक है? A newspaper is placed beside a cup of hot tea on a small side table. तो टेबल आपको बनाना है, उसमें कप और न्यूज़पेपर का ऑब्जेक्ट आपको देना है. देयर आर 3 freshly watered potted plants in the room, 1 on the floor and 2 on the window sill with the watering jug next to it. Now I think this is the easiest question that has come so far in the UCEED examination, but it's a very beautiful and a very interesting one. Sketch जो turn out हुआ ना वो बहुत beautiful turn out हुआ है. तो चलो इसको solve करना शुरू करते हैं. So I'm making this sketch in 1-point perspective, and here is the front wall that I have made, and I've taken the eye level as 1200 mm, which is 450 plus 750, and ये कैसे निकल के आया, that you have to tell me in the comment section below. Okay, then I marked 1200 mm eye level on the front wall, and I started making the doors and windows. So as in the question it was mentioned that the room is very well ventilated, and as you have to make a drawing room, so I think that it would be very good if we are making a sliding door over there, because usually in the drawing room there is sliding door which connects the drawing room to the balcony. So that is the exact idea that I had in my mind that when I read this question, and I've also shown a little bit of the balcony area, okay, to show the good ventilation, because obviously the ventilation would be there if the sliding door is open, okay, and anyways the sliding door is of glass, so the balcony would have been visible, right? So I've made the balcony area again in 1-point perspective. You should have the clarity that how the lines will go, which lines will go to the point, which lines will not go to the points. Now here I'm making 2 pots, as in the question it is mentioned that 2 pots are placed on the window sill. So I hope all of you know what is a window sill, and sometimes it happens that you don't know the meaning of things like sill or lintel और मे बी सम टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट. सो ये भी आपको पढ़ना है, याद करना है when you're making interior sketches. So here as you can see I'm making an extended sill level to place the pots and also the watering jug which is placed next to it. So here my 3 elements are complete, where on the windowsill I have placed 2 pots and 1 watering jug. Okay, so I'm satisfied with the thing over here. Now in the sliding door part, it's very important guys that you're not in 2nd grade, that you're just making 4 lines for the sliding door. Okay, so even if you're making any object, your observation should be good enough to know that what kind of lines will come in the sliding door as well. So here as you can see I'm making multiple lines, like I've made the frame of the sliding door, and further I have made the shutter of the sliding door, which is very important. Also there are some things like the track of the sliding door. So you study all this while you are making your practice sketches and while you are doing the observation part. So observation part is very important. A lot of people will say that you go and do live sketching, but according to me live sketching in all the areas is not possible, right? If you want to practice a very fancy restaurant sketch, so what will you do? Will you go to a restaurant and then do a live sketching in a 5-star hotel? It's not possible. So that means that the best platform right now to do your observation part and upgrade your observational skills is actually taking reference images from Google and Pinterest. So on Pinterest I think you will find amazing ideas and you will upgrade your observation skills a lot. In the front I am making this small sofa because I have to make something over there and there was not enough space. As you can see the sliding door is on the right side, so we have to consider all those things as well, as we have to also show ventilation in the room. So there is no other way than showing a good ventilation other than flying curtains. So if you're making curtains like this, it automatically gives a feel in the room that there's a lot of ventilation in the room. Other than that everything is fixed. So ventilation agar aapko dikhana hai, तो I think curtains ko udte hue banana, that would have been the better option. Again it was also mentioned in the sketch that it is 9 AM. तो मैंने एक वॉल क्लॉक भी बनाया, उसमें भी मैंने 9 AM दिखाया है. सो यू हैव टू रीड द क्वेश्चन सो केयरफुली एंड यू हैव टू प्लान आउट एंड एग्जीक्यूट योर स्केच so beautifully that the entire feel of the sketch is there in the paper, and also the concept of perspective and how you're taking the lines, that is something very important as well. So if you don't know that, it's very important, or it's important for you to know all that. Okay, Now I'm making a very important part which was asked in the question, that I have to make the sunlit patch where a cat is sitting. So I'm making that. Obviously it's not very important to make a cat very properly because she's a little bit far away as well, and from my memory आज जितना मुझे समझ आया कि कैसे बनाना है तो मैंने बनाया, because it is very typical sometimes to make animal figures and you should have a lot of practice to make correct proportions and correct type of animal figure. And also it is very important to understand that if there is a sunlit patch, then that is an area where there is a lot of intense light and it will also create intense shadows. So that is why in this sunlit patch I have kind of made a very intense shadow, and I have shaded the other parts of the carpet to show that this area is very lit. Okay, and also I've made a cat toy beside the cat. So also it is not important that whatever you're making in your sketch is mentioned in the question. Sometimes you have to understand that what is the feel of the question, and you from your memory you have to understand that what objects will you incorporate. As you can see on the right side of the sketch, I have made a flower pot, again not a flower pot, a plant pot, and there I have also shown a little bit of water spillage on the floor because it is also mentioned that it has been freshly watered. So sometimes it is there that you have to understand the question and you have to understand the hidden aspects of the question, because there will be many things that will be mentioned, and how you are using it in your sketch is completely up to you. Okay, now it is also mentioned that I have to draw the entire drawing room and the entire scenario from a perspective where I am sitting on the sofa, and from my perspective, right? So I've also drawn the legs because it will be visible. So sometimes the hands will be visible, sometimes the legs will be visible. So this is something that you should practice, that how the legs will be visible. Although legs are very easy to make, but hands are not that easy. So if you just practice these 1 and 2 things, that how to make legs, how to make hands, I think that it will be a very great use for you. And here I am making this small table because I really want to show that cup of tea and the newspaper as well, right? So I've just made the cup of tea, I've just made the newspaper. These are small objects which is asked in the question, so you have to plan it out accordingly. Now as you can see that I have some space left, and whenever in the examination you are making a sketch, you also have to compose your sketch. Like it is not that ki all the elements are on the right side of the sheet and the left side is empty. So sheet composition is also very important, right? That is your sheet looking well balanced and it is looking well composed or not. So that is again a very important aspect. I'm trying to erase some lines that are not necessary over here, right? And I was also trying to make that how sunlight would look good, and mostly it was not coming out to be correctly. So you will have to do some hit and trials, and that is why you need to save your time for the end for these hit and trial parts, right? And the left side of the floor also I was thinking that what to make. Some of the shadings and shadows you have to do, but not too much, because there is not enough time in the examination. So you have to exactly understand that how much shadings and shadows you have to provide and what kind of shadings and shadows to give in the sketch. Okay, and I'm also making a wall clock, as you have already seen that I'm trying to show that right now it's 9 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so obviously I think that the feel is now correct. Obviously the shadows are missing, so right now I've not made the shadows on the floor, which is a very integral part in the sketch again. So I will add this at the end, because shadows are to be added when your sketch is complete, right? Because you don't know what kind of objects will be placed where, so it is better that you add the shadows after your entire sketch is complete. And also there's a technical aspect to light and shadow as well, because if you talk about a cube, the shadow is not rectangular, right? In a cube there are different kinds of ways when you can make the shadow part. So shadow is also a technical subject, that how to make light and shadow. On the left side of the sheet, because the space was empty, hence I have made this human figure over here. and she's simply sitting on the floor, relaxing and enjoying her day. So this is how you can compose your sheet. Don't leave any part of the sheet empty or unbalanced. It's very important for that. Okay, and here I think almost the sketch is complete. I'm just adding some objects which might be there on the floor, and I'm pretty much happy with the sketch. You guys let me know that how did you find this sketch. You can add some extra objects and elements at the end to finally compose your sketch and make it well balanced and nice and healthy looking kind of. And lastly, I'm adding these sun rays, and this is the final sketch, guys. I hope you liked. In this sketch, as you can see, that I have added the shadows as well. So this is how it has turned out, and do let me know in the comment section that if you like this sketch or not, any improvements that you would want to see. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope that you liked the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to comment down below and tell me that on which topic you want to see the next video, और ये भी बताओ कि आपको आज की वीडियो और आज का स्केच कैसा लगा. If you feel that there can be any improvements, then also do let me know in the comments. यार वीडियो इतनी मेहनत से बनती है तो यार एक लाइक तो बनता है. वीडियो को जरूर लाइक कर दो, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना मत भूलना, बेल आइकन भी प्रेस करना मत भूलना, बिकॉज मेरी जो वीडियोस आती हैं वो कोई ऐसे ही नहीं आती, सारी इंपॉर्टेंट होती हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, आपको मिस नहीं करना चाहिए. सो डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन. और बस आज की वीडियो के लिए इतना ही. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलते हैं, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय.